Losing a loved one is hard enough, but the coronavirus restrictions make it difficult for family and friends to come together to mourn. KSBY News reporter Asia Gore joins us live in San Luis Obispo with more on the impact of funerals. Good morning, Asia.
Good morning, Christina. Under California's stay-at-home order, traditional funerals are mostly off limits. The cemeteries that do allow those funerals, like the Slow Cemetery here on Higuera, are putting strict limitations on the number of people allowed to attend.
He's just absolutely fearless. He loves everything about, life and living it out with moxie and gusto.
In a lasting ode to his father, Slow Brew Rock founder Rodney Cegelski is honoring his father's wish.
We make our own Rod and Hammer's whiskey, and we're making him his own bourbon. It's a Manhattan cocktail. We're going to call it Big Jim's Manhattan.
With his wife by his side, Jim Cegelski died March 24th at home. Almost 1 month after his death, still no funeral, no memorial to honor his life.
It's a terrible process to go through in the first place, but this has just made it so much more difficult.
Limitations on gatherings prompted by COVID-19 mean the way grieving families say goodbye is also restricted.
It's actually for the people behind that need to say goodbye, maybe tell a story about what that person did for them that the family may never know if there's no funeral.
Kirk Reese is in a dying industry.
We just haven't been able to do funerals. Most cemeteries are only allowing 10 people, if they allow people at all.
And traditional wakes held in the Reese Funeral Chapel now empty. Instead, Reese speaks to families by phone and schedules intakes online.
Unfortunately, a lot of families don't want to do funerals with just 10 people. So they're hoping that this goes away real quick and they can start to plan a funeral.
Some say time heals all wounds, but for families that can't give a lost loved one a proper goodbye, waiting is the hardest part. The Cegelski family did have Jim's remains cremated, and they hope to have a celebration of life in September. Live in San Luis Obispo, I'm Asia Gore, KSBY News.
Thank you, Asia. And Reese Mortuary has not received anyone who died from coronavirus, but they have worked with about 8 families this month since the restrictions took effect.